Good morning and welcome back to the 25th of our Bible studies. We're going to try and cover all the main themes of the Bible in 365 short Bible studies, none of which will be longer than 10 minutes. And we're now in the middle of a section of Bible stories which talk about disasters and natural wonders. And today we're in the New Testament. We're in St. Luke's Gospel, chapter 13, verses 1 to 9. And we're watching Jesus talking about the collapse of a tower in Jerusalem. At the same time, some who were there told Jesus about the Galileans, whose blood Pilate mixed with that of the sacrifices they were offering. Jesus answered them, "Do you think that because they were killed like that, it proves they were worse sinners than all other Galileans? Really not. I'm telling you that if you don't turn from your sins, you'll die like they did. And what about those 18 in Siloam who were killed when the tower collapsed on them? Does that prove they were worse than everyone else living in Jerusalem? Really not. I'm telling you that if you don't turn from your sins, you'll all die like they did." In the absence of building regulations or proper knowledge about how to protect buildings from earthquakes, who can tell whether the fall of the Siloam Tower was the fault of humans or just another building that suffered from earth movements beyond human control? Of course, earthquakes happen, and in certain places they're to be expected. We have only known about plate tectonics for about a century, and people in biblical times would have had no clue. English law still calls such unexplained disasters acts of God, as if they are sent by a malevolent deity. Life teaches us lessons, and one of them is to expect the unexpected. The question that often comes to mind is, why does God allow awful things to happen to good people? I think this is the very question that lies behind this dialogue between Jesus and the unidentified people in the large crowd who were there listening to his parables. Jesus wisely resists the knee-jerk reaction of saying that the people who got killed must have deserved it. He also refuses to put the blame on God and turns the argument around so that we look at ourselves and question whether we are all that good. Bad things do happen to good people. Christians should do their best to be good, and God, who can be trusted, will have the last word. Tomorrow we will look at Jesus stilling a storm. That'll be day 26, and I'll see you then.